Of course, my name is Evans Mapenduga. My background really is in teaching, and my specialty was accounting and finance. Teaching is nothing compared to what I'm doing now, which is really impacting the personal lives of people that are considered to be poor, but people that are considered to want to do something with their lives. To see, the communities in my local area, let's say the Northwest Province of South Africa, living in economic abundance, living in spiritual fulfillment, and living in absolute health. So I'm really looking at a vision that would give me a holistic person who is fulfilled, spiritually, very healthy, physically, and who is economically, able.
Reading time. Reading time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, O.
We were put in the tent, one-room tent. It was very difficult to the kids because there were too much on that tent. When it rains, they were coming inside. Wind come inside because we cannot leave the kids outside. They were staying in this room up to my bedroom because they were too much. Ikussasa has helped me with the money because the banks cannot loan us money. So Ikussasa has been give us the money, and then we started try to build. We started try to give children good care about that money. It was very tough before we meet Ikussasa because Ikussasa gives us chance.
So in the last, few years, 3 or so, we've been able to actually have a very strong economic impact on, a number of people that, we've funded. You might have met, one of our favorite clients, Susan Mukwena, who actually, has done very well economically to the point that she's actually built a church for her community. And if you recall, the Tuesday we went for the meeting that evening, there was a loud, keyboard, music, keyboard, and that was actually bought by Susan because of, her economic prosperity. But, talking about Susan itself helps me see the kind of spiritual impact that we've had as well. So if you're talking about what motivates me now, I think, God has really clarified in my thinking, what poverty really is, just like I explained earlier on. And, God has given me, that sense that when I talk to a person, I'm talking to someone whom He created. I'm talking to the person. I'm not talking to his or her problems. I'm talking to the person. The person is actually the value. When you begin to see the self-confidence that they begin to have in themselves, when you begin to see how they value their own worth as a person, before God, when you begin to see how they begin to relate with people in their communities. I mean, Susan is a joy. I mean, I keep going back to her. Believe me, when we first met her, she was, shy. She was not really as outgoing as she is now. But, you saw her. When she stands up to talk, before people, I mean, there's nothing like shyness. I mean, she cannot even spell the word shy anymore. She has got that vibrancy, that confidence, and that is what motivates me. It's almost like when I see something like that, I feel like, yeah, I think God has really helped me do something. So in a microfinance program, we need money in order to be able to continue ministering to people. Even though it is like through an economic vehicle, it gives us a platform to also address the other spiritual issues. So we do need, finances, particularly to build our own lending capital. On an annual basis, if we can actually get about $100,000 on lending capital for the next 3 years, we could actually build a program that would be very, very meaningful and significant in the Northwest Province. You know, if we wanted to go outside of the Northwest, obviously we would need more money. But I think $300,000 in the next 3 years would enable us to really reach all the corners of the Northwest Province. And of course, the more we do that, the more exposed to people we become, and the more opportunity we have for ministry.